Hello, in this lesson, I'm going to explain TLS and SSL handshake. TLS is an encryption and authentication protocol designed to secure internet. SSL or Secure Socket Layer was the original security protocol developed for HTTP. SSL was replaced by TLS or Transport Layer Security some time ago. SSL handshakes are now called TLS handshakes, although the SSL name still in wide use. Before we go and see TLS SSL handshakes, let me explain symmetric and asymmetric quickly. Symmetric encryption: if sender and receiver uses same key to encrypt and decrypt, it is called symmetric encryption. In case sender and receiver uses different keys to encrypt and decrypt, it is called asymmetric encryption. When does a TLS handshake occur? A TLS handshake takes place whenever a user navigates to a website over HTTPS and the browser first begins to query the website's origin server. A TLS handshake also happens whenever any other communication uses HTTPS, including API calls and DNS over HTTPS for DNS queries. TLS handshake occur after a TCP connection has been opened via TCP handshake. Now, what happens during a TLS handshake? During the course of a TLS handshake, the client and server together will do the following: specify which version of the TLS they will use, decide on which cipher suits they will use, authenticate the identity of the server via server's public key and the SSL certificate authority's digital signature, generate session keys in order to use symmetric encryption after the handshake is complete. What are the steps of a TLS handshake? TLS handshakes are a series of datagrams or messages exchanged by a client and a server. The TLS handshakes start with the client hello message. The client initiates the handshakes by sending a client message to the server. The message will include which TLS version the client supports, the cipher suit supported, and a string of random bytes known as the client random. As soon as server receives the client hello message, it responds back with the server hello message. The server sends the message containing server's SSL certificate, the server's chosen cipher suit, and the server random, another random string of bytes that's generated by the server. Authentication: the client verifies the server's SSL certificate with the certificate authority that issued it. This confirms that the server is who it says it is and the client is interacting with the actual owner of the domain. Now, client going to generate the pre-master secret. The client sends one more random string of bytes, the pre-master secret. The pre-master secret is encrypted with the public key and can only be decrypted by the private key by the server. So here, the client received the server hello using, server hello. It contains SSL certificate and public key. Using this public key, client sends the pre-master secret in encrypted message. This encrypted message only can be decrypted by the servers using server's private key. Now server decrypts the pre-master key. So here sender and receiver uses different key to encrypt and decrypt. That is why it is called asymmetric encryption. Now, as soon as client and server got the pre-master key, it forms the session key using client random, this pre-master secret key, um, and create the session key. The session key is both the sides same, so it's going to be used for further communication. Client and server are going to use session key to encrypt and session key to decrypt. So it uses both and same key. Now the further communication would be on the symmetric encryption. Now I come to the important interview questions. Is TLS or SSL handshake is symmetric or asymmetric? If you notice the flow I explained while ago, it first uses asymmetric encryption. As soon as pre-master key decrypted both the end, it forms the master key and it creates session key to continue the encryption, completes the TLS handshake. So it first uses asymmetric followed by it start using symmetric. So if someone asks you SSL handshake is a symmetric or asymmetric, you should say it uses both. That's the correct answer. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.